Polo G is in big trouble, and he's giving up his own mom to the feds to get out of it. The young rapper was recently arrested in a dramatic turn of events that began with a loaded Glock 23 found in his hotel room. But why do the police want his mom? Well, she's not who you think she is.
Get the f off my shit! You tough! You tough! You tough! You tough!
Every time you heard about Polo G getting arrested or his younger brother causing chaos, it all connects back to her. Have you ever wondered why her own daughter spoke about her this way?
I whooped my mama on Easter, beat the dog out of her.
In this video, we uncover everything about Polo G's recent crime and how his mother is at the center of it all. From shocking family secrets to jaw-dropping revelations, get ready for a story that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Polo G in court. Polo G has found himself in a real-life courtroom drama that even Hollywood would struggle to script. Recently, the rapper faced a high-stakes arraignment at Manhattan Criminal Court, charged with criminal possession of a firearm and criminal possession of a weapon. The chain of events leading to Polo G's arrest started on what seemed like a regular day at the Dominic Hotel in New York's trendy Soho neighborhood. On April 10th, 2024, just after noon, a hotel employee made a shocking discovery while performing routine housekeeping duties. In one of the rooms, which was occupied by Polo G, the employee stumbled upon a loaded Glock 23, sending a wave of alarm through the hotel. The immediate response was to dial 911, reporting the found firearm to the authorities and setting off a chain of events that quickly grabbed headlines. NYPD officers arrived at the scene in no time, confirming that the incident took place at the Dominic Hotel. Armed with a search warrant, the officers entered the room and seized the loaded Glock 23 as evidence. Their thorough search of the premises revealed another surprise: approximately $23,000 in cash. At the arraignment, Polo G's lawyer made a strong case for him to be released without bail. The lawyer highlighted Polo G's commitment to his music career and argued that he had no reason to run away. However, prosecutors highlighted his past criminal record, including previous arrests for assault, kidnapping, and robbery, and portrayed him as a potential flight risk, which is particularly a long, surprising list given his enormous success in the music industry. At just 25 years old, Polo G has made a remarkable impact, showcasing his talent and achieving significant success in a relatively short period. His rise began with the breakout single Finer Things in 2018, which quickly garnered millions of views on YouTube and set the stage for his future success. Following this, Polo G released Pop Out, featuring Lil Che, a track that went 8 times platinum and broke into the top 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. His debut album, Die a Legend, released in 2019, debuted at number 6 on the Billboard 200 and was certified platinum. This album solidified Polo G's place in the rap industry with its emotive storytelling and raw depiction of street life. His sophomore album, The GOAT, released in 2020, peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200, further establishing his reputation as a leading figure in modern hip-hop. In 2021, Polo G released Hall of Fame, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, marking his first chart-topping album. This project included hits like Rap Star, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and achieved 6 times platinum status. The album's success was prompted by collaborations with notable artists such as Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, and Roddy Ricch, showcasing Polo G's versatility and ability to blend seamlessly with other top talents. With such incredible achievements, one might think Polo G would be able to stay out of trouble, but it's been quite the opposite. Many speculate that his criminal issues are deeply tied to his environment and the influences around him, particularly his mother, Stacia Mack. Stacia Mack is a dynamic entrepreneur and talent manager, best known for being the mother and manager of rapper Polo G. Stacia Mack was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, a city known for its vibrant music scene and, unfortunately, its high crime rates. Growing up in such an environment, Stacia developed a tough exterior and a no-nonsense attitude, qualities that would later prove invaluable in her role as a manager and protector of her son's burgeoning career. Despite the challenges she faced, Stacia was determined to provide a better life for her children and instilled in them the values of hard work, perseverance, and ambition. Before Polo G became a household name, Stacia Mack worked tirelessly to support her family. She was employed in property management, where her dedication and hard work were evident. When Polo G's music career began to take off, Stacia recognized the need for professional management to navigate the complex industry. She leveraged her organizational skills and experience from property management to effectively handle contracts, appearance fees, and professional dealings, ensuring Polo G wasn't taken advantage of. Stacia founded Only Dreamers Achieve, ODA, a talent management company based in Atlanta, Georgia. ODA serves as a nurturing hub for various creatives, including artists, models, and photographers. The company's ethos is to provide a safe and honest environment where talents can flourish without fear of exploitation. Under her leadership, ODA has expanded to include podcasts podcasting, and industry seminars, further establishing its presence in the entertainment industry. Apart from managing her son's career, Stacia has built a significant social media presence, with hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram and TikTok. She uses these platforms to share insights into her professional and personal life, as well as to promote her podcast, I Birth Legends. This podcast features interviews with the mothers of other famous individuals, offering a unique perspective on raising children who achieve greatness. Her motherly instincts deeply influence Stacia's approach to management, treating all her clients with the same care and dedication she gives to her own children. While all these achievements look impressive from the outside, beneath the surface, the family is filled with drama and violence, and recent footage has brought this to light. On Friday, June 21st, a shocking video surfaced on social media, leaving fans and followers in utter disbelief. The footage shows Stacia Mack, the mother of rapper Polo G, firing a gun at her daughter, Leilani Capalot, during a heated confrontation. Yes, you heard that right, a mother shooting at her own daughter. This incident has sparked a massive uproar and raised serious questions about the dynamics within Polo G's family. The viral video begins with Stacia Mack, visibly upset, marching out of her mansion with what appears to be a gun in her hand, chasing her daughter, Leilani. The situation quickly escalates, and a gunshot is heard, followed by screams, likely from Leilani. Here's a snippet from the video.
Get the f off my shit. You tough. 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 You tough.
The video also captures another gunshot before Stacia walks back to her home, still seething with anger. The entire incident is both shocking and disturbing, leaving viewers questioning what could have led to such a dangerous confrontation between a mother and her daughter. Shortly after the video went viral, Stacia Mack took to her Instagram stories to address the situation. In her statement, she claimed that her daughter had experienced a manic episode and had attacked her. Stacia wrote, "For the past 2 years you've struggled. That struggle affected us all. Me more so because as a real mom, I was front line. You've been self-coping / medicating, drinking, and passing out everywhere. You've refused treatment time and time again. You were having a manic episode and attacked me in my home." Stacia also admitted that she sent the video to Leilani's father and that she fired off shots because she wanted her daughter off her property immediately. While this statement provides some context, many people criticized Stacia Mack's actions and found them deeply problematic. Leilani Capalot responded strongly on her social media, defending herself. She claimed her mother wanted to act like a thug and was jealous of her. Leilani also accused her mom of antagonizing her in front of everyone and attempting to harm her. Despite this, Leilani stated she did not seek legal action or counsel, even though her mother tried to use her resources to have Leilani arrested and her social media accounts removed. For those who don't know, Leilani Capalot is the older sister of rapper Polo G and a rising star in her own right. She has built a name for herself as a singer, TikTok star, and social media influencer. Leilani has a strong presence on platforms like Instagram and TikTok, where she shares a mix of modeling photos, lifestyle content, and comedic videos. This public exchange between mother and daughter has fueled the fire, leaving fans and followers divided on who to believe. Many people side with Leilani, arguing that no mother should ever resort to violence against her child, regardless of the circumstances. It's important to note that this isn't the first time Leilani has publicly spoken about her chaotic relationship with her mother. In April of 2023, Leilani went on Instagram Live to disclose that she had an altercation with her mother.
It took me a lot of points to get here. I whooped my mama on Easter. Beat the dog out of her.
This ongoing conflict within the family highlights that their life is far from harmonious. With such a chaotic family dynamic and the violent environment Polo G grew up in, his run-ins with the law seem almost inevitable. Polo G's background. Polo G grew up in Chicago, Illinois, a city notorious for its high levels of violence and crime. This environment profoundly impacted his life and music. Despite efforts to combat crime, Chicago continues to face significant challenges. In 2023, the city recorded 617 homicides and 2,450 shootings, ranking among the highest violence levels in recent decades. The violence is particularly concentrated in neighborhoods like the West and South Sides, driven primarily by gang activity. Gangs control various neighborhoods, engaging in activities like drug trafficking, which fuels much of the violence. This environment creates a cycle of poverty and crime, as young people are often drawn into gangs due to a lack of economic opportunities and safe, supportive communities. Polo G is the second of 4 siblings, with an older sister, a younger brother named Taurine, who would later become a rapper known as Trench Baby, and a younger sister. The family lived in the Marshall Field Garden Apartments, a public housing complex in Chicago's Old Town neighborhood. This area was notorious for its high crime rates, gang activity, and economic hardship. Polo is believed believed to be connected to the 1300 gang. The 1300 Sedville gang, also known as 1300, is a prominent gang in Chicago's northwestern region, mainly comprising members from the conservative Vice Lords and Mickey Cobras. Rooted in the Marshall Field and Evergreen Terrace apartments, 1300 has a long history of criminal activities, including drug trafficking and violence. They are infamous for their violent rivalries, especially with gangster disciple sets. The 1300 Sedville gang traces its roots back to the 1950s, a period of significant transformation in Chicago's urban landscape. The Marshall Field Gardens, where the gang would eventually establish its territory, were built to provide affordable housing to the city's expanding population. Over the decades, 1300 Sedville carved out a notorious reputation, becoming a dominant force in the area. Despite efforts in the early 2000s to improve the neighborhood by tearing down many high-rise buildings to reduce violence, 1300 Sedville maintained control of the Marshall Field Gardens, perpetuating a cycle of violence and revenge that persists to this day. This gang culture heavily influenced Polo G and his music. His breakout single, Finer Things, written while he was incarcerated, reflects his life and the hardships he faced. The lyrics vividly depict the struggles of growing up in poverty, the constant threat of violence, and the desire to escape the cycle of crime. Polo G raps about his disillusionment with street life, expressing it with lines like, "Lately I've been feeling like f the streets, this shit a scam. These days, if it ain't about money, I don't give a damn. I'm just gonna get rich and f them plastic hoes on Instagram." Still with the gang though, one false move, them killers blam. But the influence extends beyond music. Being part of the gang also meant Polo G was involved in some of the gang rivalries. One significant rivalry is with the OT gang. The OT gang is a known faction in Chicago's complex gang landscape. They are involved in various criminal activities, including drug trafficking and violence, which contribute significantly to the city's high crime rates. The territory for the 1300 gang is Marshall Field Gardens, while the OT gang controls the Cabrini Green area, which is just blocks away. The origins of the rivalry between these two gangs are shrouded in mystery. Some say it began over territorial disputes, while others believe it was sparked by personal vendettas and long-standing grudges. What is clear, however, is that the conflict has been passed down through generations, with current members often unaware of the original cause of the feud. The rivalry between the 1300 Sedville and OT gangs has escalated dramatically over the past decade, marked by key events that have intensified the conflict to unprecedented levels. In 2013, a major turning point occurred with the murder of Thana, a prominent 1300 Sedville member. Thana was walking near the Marshall Field apartments with a friend, intending to buy diapers for his son. Tragically, OT members spotted him and opened fire, hitting him multiple times. His friend was also struck in the head, but miraculously survived. Thana's death was a significant blow to 1300, sparking a chain reaction of retaliatory violence. Just a few months later, another major incident fueled the feud. 50, a member of the OT gang, was killed in a dispute rumored to be over a girl. At 4 a.m., 50 was in Cabrini Green when a 1300 member approached him and opened fire, killing him and wounding a friend. This incident further deepened the animosity between the two gangs, as both sides sought revenge for their fallen members. In 2014, the murder of Tim Tim, also known as Gucci, marked another turning point in the feud. Tim Tim, also known as Gucci, was a well-liked and talented gymnast and a close friend of Polo G. He was a member of the Jesse White Tumblers, a group that provided a positive outlet for many youths in the area. However, the allure of gang life and the need for protection in such a dangerous neighborhood pulled him into the 1300 gang. Tim Tim allegedly had an altercation with an OT member named Q-Ball. The details are murky, but it's said that Tim Tim caught and beat up Q-Ball, further inflaming the volatile situation between the two gangs. This confrontation set off a chain of events leading to Tim Tim's untimely death. Not long after the incident with Q-Ball, Tim Tim was walking down the street in 1300 territory. Unbeknownst to him, Q-Ball was following him on a bike, seeking revenge. As Q-Ball got closer, he pulled out a gun and shot Tim Tim multiple times, killing him on the spot. Tim Tim's death was a significant loss for 1300, and the gang began calling themselves Tim Tim Gang in his honor. Polo G also adopted the name Gucci in his stage name as a tribute. The violence continued to escalate with the murder of Killer, a prominent 1300 member, in 2015. Killer was driving on the 400 block of West Evergreen Avenue when OT affiliates in a nearby car opened fire. Killer was hit multiple times and crashed his car, later being pronounced dead at Northwestern Memorial Hospital. 3 OT affiliates were charged with his murder, and 1300 began calling themselves Killer Mob in his memory. In 2016, a dramatic shootout occurred outside Mr. Guo's restaurant on 109 West Division Street. 3 friends of an older 1300 member were sitting in a car when they were approached by Trap from OT and 5 other guys. Trap and his friends attempted to rob them, but the 1300 members rushed out of the restaurant, grabbed a handgun from the car's glove compartment, and opened fire, killing Trap. This incident further fueled the cycle of violence between the two gangs. In 2017, the feud between the 1300 Sedville and OT gangs claimed more lives, including the murder of twin brothers Edward and Edwin Bryan, known as Ed and Lil Bit. The twins were well liked by the younger generation of the 1300 gang and were seen as promising figures within the community. They were walking along 1300's block in the early hours of October 30th when OT members, out looking for 1300 members, drove up in a dark vehicle and opened fire, killing both twins. Ed was an incredibly gifted basketball player, and his death was a significant loss for the community. In 2018, the murder of O-Dog from OT was one of the most shocking incidents in the feud. O-Dog left his house at 10 p.m. and was kidnapped and killed by 1300 members. His body was never found, adding a chilling layer of mystery to the already brutal conflict. The violence continued into 2021, a particularly bloody year for the feud. The murder of Boney, Polo G's best friend, marked another significant escalation. Boney had returned to 1300's block to celebrate his and late Tim Tim's birthday. He was sitting on a porch on the 3500 block of West 5th Avenue when OT members drove to his location and opened fire. Boney shot back in self-defense, but was hit in the leg. Unfortunately, the injury proved fatal just 2 days after his 20th birthday. Polo G later recounted the incident in his song No Mask, where he raps, "B-Money died, but he was shooting back. He checked from off a leg shot." The murder of Boney prompted immediate retaliation from 1300. Spaz, an OT affiliate, had been dissing Boney only hours after his death, even recording a song mocking him. 4 days later, Spaz was driving when a car full of 1300 members pulled up beside him and opened fire, killing him. This incident intensified the feud, with both sides engaging in a series of retaliatory attacks. In October 2021, Kappa, a 16-year-old OT member, was killed in another act of revenge. She was out partying when someone dropped her location to 1300 members. They waited for her to come out, boxed her car in, and killed her. OT retaliated 2 weeks later by setting up Turtle, an older 1300 member with 3 kids. Turtle thought he was meeting a girl, but OT members ambushed him, shooting him multiple times and finishing him off with a shot to the face. The current state of the rivalry between the 1300 Sedville and OT gangs is extremely tense and dangerous. Both gangs are firmly rooted in their territories, with members always on high alert for potential threats. This tense environment might explain why Polo G was found with a loaded gun in his hotel room. Many people think that his ties to the 1300 gang are the reason for his multiple run-ins with the law over the past year. Besides the recent incident that got him arraigned in court, he has faced several other legal issues. One of Polo G's first publicized legal issues happened on June 9, 2021, shortly after the release of his highly anticipated album, Hall of Fame. This album was a significant milestone in his career, featuring the chart-topping single Rap Star, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in April. The excitement surrounding the album's release was palpable, and Polo G was in Miami to celebrate this achievement with friends, family, and his team. The celebration began with an album release party where the atmosphere was electric. The venue was filled with industry insiders, fellow artists, and fans who had come to support Polo G. The night was a testament to his hard work and dedication, and it seemed like nothing could dampen the spirits of those in attendance. As the party wound down, Polo G, his younger brother Trench Baby, and their security team decided to head back to their hotel. They were riding in a car, still buzzing from the night's festivities. While driving through downtown Miami, their vehicle was pulled over by the police. The reason for the stop remains unclear, but it set the stage for a dramatic turn of events. According to arrest affidavits from the Miami Police Department, the situation escalated quickly. Officers ordered everyone out of the vehicle to search them for firearms after hearing a passenger mention that the vehicle was bulletproof. Polo G, already on edge from the unexpected stop, reportedly became aggressive as he resisted arrest. The documents state that he ended up in a struggle on the ground with officers, striking one officer multiple times as they tried to handcuff him. The scene was chaotic, with shouts and scuffles breaking the silence of the Miami night. Polo G's mother, Stacia Mack, quickly jumped to his defense on social media. As soon as news of the arrest broke, she took to her social media platforms to speak out. She accused the police of unjustly stopping the vehicle and defending her son.
They stopped them because they were driving while black. Let's keep in mind that they were driving in a licensed vehicle with security and a driver.
As the news of Polo G's arrest circulated, fans and supporters rallied behind him, accusing the Miami police of misconduct. The incident sparked a heated debate about police conduct and racial profiling. Polo G faced serious charges, 2 felonies for battery of an officer and threatening a public servant, and 3 misdemeanors for criminal mischief, resisting arrest, and resisting an officer without violence. On November 15, 2021, the police dropped the felony charges and the criminal mischief misdemeanor due to insufficient evidence. Prosecutors agreed to drop the remaining charges if Polo G attended an anger management program. A year later, body cam footage of the arrest was leaked to TMZ. Footage made it clear why the anger management program was necessary. In one part of the video, an officer is seen using his computer in a police car, while Polo G, off camera, yells at him about his career choice.
Yo! You broke as hell. I definitely.
Oh, here we go about the broke and about the money. Oh my God.
Broski, you broke. I'm just saying, you got $10,000 in your bank account right now. You got $10,000 in your bank account. I'm just saying, bro.
Later in the video, Polo G is seen receiving medical aid and claiming that the cops caused him to black out when they first apprehended him.
Black out? Yes. How come I didn't black out? How the fuck you gonna tell me what the fuck I did?
Because you were kicking the doors the whole time.
I'm telling you, when you first apprehended me, and they slammed me to the floor, I blacked out. That's what I just told this lady right here.
Bro,
This was just one of Polo G's many legal issues. In 2023, police raided his Los Angeles home because of a robbery involving his younger brother, Trench Baby. The raid happened early on August 23, 2023, with officers carrying both an arrest warrant for Trench Baby and a search warrant for the house. This was connected to a robbery on August 15th. According to the LAPD, the victim went to Trench Baby's home to film a rap video. During the visit, Trench Baby produced a handgun with an extended magazine and demanded the victim transfer money to an unknown account using a money transfer service. Trench Baby also demanded the victim empty his pockets. TMZ captured video footage showing police vehicles lining the street and officers in body armor surrounding Polo G's home. Everyone in the house was ordered to exit one by one. Polo G was seen with his arms raised as he walked out and was handcuffed in front of a police vehicle. During the search, officers found multiple firearms, including a short-barreled rifle. Polo G was charged with possessing an illegal firearm. Additionally, a small bag of unknown drugs was found on Trench Baby during a pre-booking search. After this, the brothers were arrested again by the Burbank Police Department and booked on charges of kidnapping, robbery, and assault with a deadly weapon related to a separate incident in April 2023. They were both released after posting $100,000 bail each. The situation worsened when it was revealed that Trench Baby was involved in a drive-by shooting on June 10, 2023. This incident resulted in the death of 20-year-old Deshaun Berry in North Hollywood. Berry was found in a parking lot with gunshot wounds and was pronounced dead at the scene by paramedics. These events highlight the significant impact of Polo G and Trench Baby's environment and family dynamics. Growing up in a violent and crime-ridden area has led both brothers to face numerous legal challenges, mirroring the harsh realities of their upbringing. Currently, Polo G is set to appear in court for his recent arrest, and all eyes are on him to see what will happen next. That's it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.